Spencer, there's no way he knows about this.
You don't think so?
No, I
Text him,
just
ask
found
him.
out about it a few years ago from Real Housewives of New York.
Not only is it Food News Thursday, we have 2 new shows dropping tonight. 2 new episodes, one of The Pit
Oh, yeah.
and one of Love Story. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette.
Oh,
is anyone else watching that?
I haven't yet. I'm going to.
I'm watching it.
Okay.
I am deep into
It's good?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
waiting for this new episode to drop. Anyone else on the show watching this? Are you watching? Diamond's in. Diamond. Oh, ow! Ow, ow, ow. You're watching Love Story?
I'm obsessed.
Okay. So, this is weird. It's one of the biggest. It was the biggest news story of its day, which was back in the 1990s, I guess, right? Yeah. JFK Jr., of course, stud about town here in New York City. Lived in Tribeca, right next to Walker's. He, every woman in town wanted him. He dated Madonna for a second. He dated several people, big celebrities. And every time he'd walk out of his apartment, they would take photos of him, put him on the cover of the New York Post. You remember that, right?
He was so handsome. Beautiful man.
Yeah. And he'd have his shirt off and go play football in the park. And, he was the hottest guy in town.
He was very New York, too. He was very New York. Yeah.
JFK Jr. also tried to pass the bar and become a district attorney. He failed many times, and it was always headline news. The hottest guy in town. Yeah. The guy was always dating someone new. He finally met Carolyn Bassett.
Bassett, maybe?
At Calvin Klein. She worked there. And they had a love story. Then there was an ending to this, which I thought everyone knew, but apparently not everyone knew. Diamond, did you know the ending to their story?
I found out about it a few years ago. So I can't talk crap about the people who don't know about it.
Well, let's do that. Like Scotty B, did you know how that love story ended?
Well, I did. My daughter, my 18-year-old daughter, was watching the first episode. She's like, oh, my God, look, there's the Odeon. There's Walker's, everything.
Right,
said,
all the places we hang out at.
Yeah, and she said, is he still alive? And then I told her what happened because I didn't know what the hell she was watching.
You just spoiled it.
Well, I just said I told her what happened.
Okay.
I mean, he could still be alive.
Okay. Anyway.
Smooth Scott.
So I completely destroyed it for her, and I don't think she's going to watch it anymore now.
Oh.
Yeah. But I want to watch it.
And our friend Eric Bergen's in it.
He's in it.
He plays JFK Jr.'s best friend. Why are you laughing?
I just think it's so funny because, his daughter is clearly Gen Z. There's Google. She's playing a game with you. I don't believe that people aren't looking this up.
This is the same thing to me that when people get mad at you for spoiling the end of Titanic.
Oh, come on.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Or King Kong. Come on.
Well, King Kong, not a real story. True events. Like a true event story.
Well, right, it's history.
Like Hamilton. We all know how that worked out.
You cannot get mad about history being ruined. You should have maybe learned it.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
So JFK Jr., it's recent history, so maybe that's why people are splintering off with
Not
knowledge.
that recent. The 90s were 30 years ago.
I know. More, right? 40, so 50,000 years ago.
Yeah, 72 years.
What if it's 72? If I do the calculations, great. I remember the day that thing happened, where I was, how I heard about it. But anyway, yeah, scary.
So by that logic, is it safe to say that all events that really truly happened are off the table for spoiler alerts, and we can just spoil them?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because I'm going through the hallways and I'm talking about it.
Yeah, we had interns yesterday yelling, screaming, "No, that's how it ended." I'm like,
Tell me. Tell me that's how it ended. You can't change the past.
No, that was a true life story.
so another episode drops tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And and I found out later that I actually looked at his apartment to buy in Tribeca, but when I looked at it, I didn't know it was his.
Oh, wow.
Would that increase or decrease the value for you?
It should not change anything.
No, I'm saying for you personally, does that make it more enticing?
Cool. I think it'd be kind of cool to say, oh, you know who used to live here.
Okay.
Yeah.
They live there together.
Wow.
So anyway, doesn't matter. It's just if it's a piece of history.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
There's no spoiler, really.
No.
Preach.
I could shut up. Preach, Elvis. Am I wrong?
No, I think everyone's on the same page about history.
Nate, what do you think?
I agree with you 1,000,000%. However, the one caveat I will give is this isn't a very well-known thing in history. this isn't taught in like school, right?
Sure.
So if somebody's watching Saving Private Ryan and you're like, oh, I wonder how the whole war ends, I think that would be a problem.
Yes.
But with John, not knowing what happens there, kind of give you a little bit of a pass because that does require some searching, right? That isn't general common knowledge.
Well, okay, so of course, and we were talking about this earlier. Gandhi said, well, was that more of a New York City story? And I said no at the time. It was a massive New York story.
Oh, yeah.
It was big everywhere.
If you lived in the Midwest, let's say you lived in Cleveland, where you're listening right now.
Yeah.
Did you know about
Yes.
JFK Jr.?
I did. I lived in Columbus, and I remember the story totally, but it wasn't a huge, oh my God, crazy sensational thing. It was like a, damn, this is wild.
No offense to you. Actually, the opposite.
Okay.
You love to read about the news.
Sure.
And so maybe your contemporaries living in the Midwest didn't. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I was a kid at the time, but I still remember. I feel like if it got to me as a kid, then at some point, like, other people had to know it too. It wasn't the same, I would imagine, as it was here.
Text messages. Wait, what happened to Hamilton?
Stop it.
Another person. I didn't even know there was a JFK Jr.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't read some of these.
Oh, wow.
So we're talking about it's love story, JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, it's on I think FX or wherever it is, Hulu. I saw it on Hulu.
I'm trying to think if my kids would get mad if I said, "Oh, this is how it ended," and they were watching it. Because do they know about it? I don't know. I think Spencer, who's 20, might know, but I don't think my 16-year-old probably has any idea about that whole story.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they would know about JFK.
Yeah, of course.
That was the story.
Yeah, but
okay. But it's just, I don't know. Diamond is still laughing at me.
Spencer, there's no way he knows about this.
You don't think so?
No.
Text
I just
him, ask
found
him.
out about it a few years ago from Real Housewives of New York. Like, literally.
Okay.
That's how?
Yeah, because...
Of Roswell.
Yes.
Right.
Who's coming back?
She's coming back. And I hear some are very upset about her coming back.
Well, let them be mad.
I'm going to go fill in the blanks for intern Steph. How about that?
Yeah, no, stay away from her, please.
All right. Here's someone said, I lived in Venezuela, and it was a huge story.
Wow.
Okay.
But it depends on their age and, if you're aware of news at that point. If you're 20 years old, probably not.